The Zone at 91.3 presents The B-Side.
Dan, go, man.
How you doing? Hi, Dan.
Hey, Jason.
Hey.
What's happening, dude?
Lots is happening. It's,
Yeah.
a little bit of a mercurial week for weather, but overall, things are feeling good. Festival season's heating up. Feeling good about that.
That was the second awesome word in as many weeks you've dropped. Mercurial.
Mercurial, yeah. Like the weather's unpredictable, changing. It means mercurial. Sorry, I got to bring a word of the week. That's too much pressure.
I think you should. Yeah.
Those are the only
With
two
me,
words.
it's over here. It's all good, dude.
That's
Don't
the
worry.
only two words I know.
You're like road. I'm like, oh my God, say it slow. Road. What a trippy word.
All right.
Besides the word of the week, what do you got on the B-side, man?
So there's a company in town. They actually do get a little bit more coverage than a lot of companies, but they're called Flytographer. And they were started by a woman named Nicole Smith. She used to work at Microsoft. And then she had this idea. She was on vacation with a bunch of her friends. And, I don't think there was actual selfie sticks, but the photography that they got of themselves wasn't great. Asking if somebody walking by, can you take a photo? So she had this idea that she could probably build a global network of capable photographers. And then when you're flying to a city, you can go through the website on Flytographer and say, I'm going to be in Paris or Victoria. And they'll connect you with a photographer. You can look at their work, and they'll come out for like a half hour, an hour, depending on what you want, and get a bunch of shots of you and your friends and your family doing your thing, but professional photos, so that when you get home, it's not just a bunch of awkward, out of focus, duck face,
heads cut
arm
off
length
of the frame,
arm length stuff, and it's taken off.
Or like me, you just don't take pictures.
I had somebody just the other day say, "Hey, can you get a picture of that?" And I'm like, "I can't." And it's not that I don't have a camera; it's that I've never thought to take my camera out during something awesome.
Yeah,
it's never occurred to me.
My wife and I have had this conversation many times. Both of us are so bad when it comes to photos. We've done and been to amazing places and have really no evidence of it at all.
I'm the same. And so now, you're going to be somewhere awesome. You set up with Flytographer and they come out and they get a bunch of really great photos. And it's good for the photographers because, how often do you get work? If you say you're doing weddings and other things or corporate work, how often do you get work in the middle of the week or on a Sunday afternoon where you can do stuff? So you go out, you take a bunch of photos, you send it over to them, and that's that. And so it's this really cool global marketplace, kind of built on similar to an Airbnb or an Uber model where you've got all the resources out there and you can just hire them as you need them. And so, but things have gone really like she's appeared on Dragon's Den last year, turned them down if I remember right. They made an offer and she was
Good for
like,
her.
We're not going to do that. But she's just this last few weeks I've been paying attention, and which normally I'm not. Right, normally I'm not paying attention.
Not paying attention, not taking pictures. Dan Gunn,
right.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, worthless. So there's an event coming up in June called Meta Bridge. It's been going on for a while. It's in Kelowna, and it's like a tech event. They bring a bunch of investors together, and they pick Canada's top 15 startups. Flytographer got picked. There's a group called the C100. These are people who are from Canada that now live in the Valley, the tech mecca, and they wanted to make it easier for Canadian companies and startups to connect down to the Valley. So they do something called Another 48 Hours in the Valley, and they do it. I think they do it twice a year. She got picked, or her company got picked for that. One of 17 companies that got picked for that. And also, I should say, in the MetaBridge one, local companies, Ring Partner and Silkstart were also picked. So 3 out of the 15 at MetaBridge are Victoria companies. 2 out of the 17 at C100. And then there's something called the W100 that I think it's Profit Magazine does. I'm not sure which magazine's doing it, where it's the top 100 women entrepreneurs. And Nicole herself was picked in the top 5 to watch in the country.
Wow.
So, and then
she sounds awesome.
She is awesome. And as I was coming up the elevator here, I realized also her company's up for a VIATEC award for a company of the year with 1 to 10 employees.
She better be, bro,
yeah, exactly.
because you missed the boat on that one.
I was
if
very
she
happy
wasn't.
when I was like, oh, what award are they up for? Oh, good. There is one in there because the whole world is noticing this company.
Yeah.
And it's a cool local thing, started here. They have a great vibe within their office and it continues to grow and expand. And it's a great example. She's a working mom. She's got a couple of kids. She loves her kids. Like if you follow her social media, you could tell she loves her children and being around her sons. And she had this idea. She leaves the comfortable velvet rut of Microsoft and takes the risk and goes out and starts creating this great company. And now she's getting global recognition.
People want to learn more about this fantastic startup and Nicole herself. Where can they find the information?
If you look up flytographer.com, you're going to find them. We're going to throw it up on alwayscheckthebside.com.
Awesome. Dan Gunn, thank you.
Thanks, Dan.